Roberto, would you know one organelle that can be found in a plant cell but not in an animal cell? If you need help, you can use Roberto Gomez next to you to help.
Cell wall.
Cell wall is one of them. All right, so let's see. By raise of hand, can anyone tell me what the second difference between the two of them is? Mr. Davis.
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast is the second one. All right, let's see. An enzyme, does it speed up or slow down the reaction? Jocelyn. It does speed up a reaction. Awesome. We'll learn a little bit more about these two things today during our review. Let's see. Number 3, name 2 of the 4 macromolecules that can be found in the body. Stacy, what is one of them? Protein is one of them. And what is the other one? Mario. Carbon dioxide.
That's it, carbon.
Oh, carbohydrate, yes. Carbohydrate is another one. All right, by raise of hand, can someone tell me what the other 2 are? At least one of the other 2. Delani, what is one of the other 2?
Lipids.
Lipid is one of them. And what about the very last one? What about the very last one? Carlos. Nucleic acid, awesome. Alright, let's move on to the last one of the question. It says, place the following 3 cells in order from least complex to most complex. So, Carmen, what is the least complex of cells? Virus. Very good. Let's go with the second least complex. Anthony is what? Prokaryotes. Anthony, do you have an example of a prokaryote? You said it earlier today. Starts with a B. Bacteria is an example of a prokaryote. And last but not least, what is the most that means, Kevin? Eukaryotes. So there are 2 types of cells that fall under eukaryotes. Can you tell me at least what those 2 cells are possibly? They're the 2 large cells. Animal cell is one of them. What's the other one? Plant cell. Very good. Awesome. So let's take like 10 seconds, finish writing this down if you do not have it on your sheet. Most of you do already. Awesome. All right, I'm going to start here. All right, so today what's going to happen is we got a lot to do. We have 3 mini lectures today. We are going to go through notes, then we'll do a little bit of practice in our groups, and then we'll go through notes again, a little practice, notes, a little practice, and then a quiz at the very end of class. Let's go ahead and run our objective. By raise of hand, anyone want to read off our objective? Someone maybe who hasn't participated yet today. Martian. Very good.
Students will be able to apply their knowledge of cell organelles, enzymes, and cell types in 3 structure stations, in which they use section notes to identify the structure and function of 10 cell organelles. The function of enzymes and the difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotes and viruses and form, taking 2 quizzes that they will need to answer 6 out of 8 questions correctly in order to prove mastery of the cell biology.
I know. Those are really, really big, Brandon. Those are very, very big objectives. But out of this entire thing, what should we know by the end of this period? Anybody? Olani, what should we know?
Taking the test.
That we're going to take a test. All right? So that means, Daniel, how many do we have to get correct on each test to be able to prove mastery?
6 out of 8.
6 out of 8 questions. You got it. All right, so if everyone wants to take out their notes right now, they look like this. We're going to run through this quick lecture, and then we can move on to your first practice, and we'll get our day started. So, the first thing is, we're going to run through each of the different organelles. So, Brandon, if you don't mind, could you please read me what the first organelle is, and then the definition, or the function?
The first organelle is the nucleus. The function is stores and protects DNA. Control center of the cell.
Does anyone know what else we also call the nucleus? What do we compare it to in the body?
Brain.
Roberto, what do you compare it to?
The brain.
The brain of the cell. Very good. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. Sorry about that. Alright, organelle, cell membrane. Let's go with Giselle. Help me out with the cell membrane, please.
Around, around cells, control what goes in and out to maintain homeostasis.
Alright, so can anyone tell me what did we compare this to? Or what did, better yet, what did Steve Vaughn compare this to in the structure of the hospital? Someone who hasn't answered. Anthony? The door, yes, it controls what goes in and out of the cell. Very good. Let's move on to the third one. Ribosomes. So, Jocelyn, you want to help me out? What is the function of ribosomes?
Build proteins by getting together amino acids.
Very good. Amino acids. Can anyone remember, is it transcription or translation that ribosomes help? What process? Is it making DNA to DNA or DNA to RNA? Vincent?
Translation.
Translation. Very good. Awesome. Yes, ribosomes are involved in translation. All right, so for the next one, really quickly, let's go with Roberto. So the next one, the cytoplasm. Could you please read us the function out loud, please, sir? You can also use.
Function liquid cell for all of life chemical reaction occur.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, sir. Let's do the next one, mitochondria. Who haven't I called on yet? Drew, will you please read me the function of the mitochondria?
Provide energy by breaking down glucose with the help of oxygen.
All right, so mitochondria is the most important thing. Can anyone by raise of hand tell me what is the mitochondria like, or what was an analogy that we've used for it before? If it's the power source, think of something that gives you power. Anything, by raise of hand, like something you would compare it to.
A battery.
The sun. Who else mentioned something back here? I heard it. Vincent?
It was a battery.
A battery. Yes, very good. It's anything that gives off energy. So the Golgi apparatus. This one's a hard one. Omar, could you please read me the function of a Golgi apparatus? Very good. Yes, it modifies, packages, and secretes proteins. Awesome job, you guys. Quickly move on. Check for understanding. So when I say go, you guys are gonna hold up 1, 2, or 3 fingers depending on your answer. Which cell organelle is considered like the powerhouse? So in 3, 2, 1. See 100% of answers up. Up, everyone. Very nice. So let's go with Mario. Why did you say Golgi apparatus?
Because I say Golgi apparatus because it modifies packages.
So it modifies and packages secretes proteins, but the
Oh,
question
no,
asks,
wait.
what is the
Oh, no.
powerhouse? So
Alright.
let's go with Jose, because I saw him hold up a number 3. So why is mitochondria, what about mitochondria? What made you choose number 3?
Because it provides energy.
Perfect. So energy, we're equating to powerhouse. So all of you who put up number 2, remember, let's try this again. So which organelle is considered the powerhouse of the cell? Is it 1, 2, or 3, everyone? 1, 2, or 3? I should see 3's up. 3's up. 3's up. Very good. All right. Let's go on and move on. So organelle is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Let's go with, who hasn't read yet? Rachel, could you please read me the function of the endoplasmic reticulum? Very good. Yes, so it does. It contains ribosomes that help build proteins and send to the Golgi apparatus. All right, you guys are doing awesome. We're almost done. Let's go with the next one. The vacuole. Let's go with Mr. Davis. Could you read me the function of the vacuole, please?
So it does water and waste.
Yes, so it's like a big storage unit. It just stores whatever we don't want to use or whatever cells don't want to use. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. You guys have about 2 more. So the chloroplast. What is the chloroplast, Carlos? Can you tell me what the function of the chloroplast is?
Structure in plants that produce food that can
Very nice. Yes. Photosynthesis. Can anyone tell me by raise of hand what is photosynthesis? What is photosynthesis, Jordan?
It's a process of which the cell grows, when a plant grows, like sunlight, sugar, glucose, all that.
Yes, so it's a process which a plant grows. Very good. What does the plant use as food? What does the plant use as food, Juan? Do you know? What does the plant use as food? The sunlight. Very good. So that's what photosynthesis is. It's the process of turning that sunlight into food for plants. The last one, you guys. Cell wall. Let's go with Olga. Can you read me what the definition of a cell wall is, please?
Extra barrier outside plant cells for extra protection support.
Yes, remember, cell wall, you guys, legitimately like a wall. It's very rectangular. If you guys remember looking back at the microscope slide, when we saw an animal cell, it was pretty like a blob shape, but the cell wall actually has a lot of structure and it's very strong. Very strong. All right, one more check for understanding. All right, 1, 2, or 3 fingers again, depending on what your answer is. Which 2 organelles are only found in plant cells? Is it vacuole and cell wall? Wait, Jordan, wait. Is it cell wall and chloroplast, or is it endoplasmic reticulum and chloroplast? In 3, 2, 1. What is it? Yes, good job. It is cell wall and chloroplast. All right, we're gonna move on. You guys can turn your page. Turn your page to the second page. I'm gonna go ahead and go over directions really quickly. So, what you guys are gonna do in the next 10 minutes or so, we are gonna have some time to work on the rest of this packet. You guys will be labeling the different parts of a cell. Using your notes, you will also be telling me the difference between plants and animal cells. Plants and animal cells. So, conversation level. Kevin, what should our conversation level be? 1 and 2. So if it's 1 and 2, should Jose be able to hear you? No, not at all. If you need help, ask the people around you. This is a group, so you guys use each other for help. Use each other for help. We'll take about 10 minutes for these. What are we going to do, Carlos? What does the participation look like? Very good. Yes, let's go ahead. And now that you all have read the directions and we know the expectations, please take 10 minutes to work with your groups to finish up the rest of this packet. Ready to go. Work with your group. Work with your group. Immerse each other. Give each other for help. Come on, you guys. Remember to use each other for help. You guys can talk to each other now, but whenever. You guys don't need to do the ones with the X's over it, just the ones that are blank. If you guys need to use each other for help, feel free to do that. Don't be shy. Awesome job. Take about 8 more minutes for this activity. Also, make sure you move to the back if you guys have any questions. Move you around.
Mr. Stacy, Mr. Jocelyn. Takes about 1, Carlos. Michelle Jordan. Sean. Am I right?
Yes, good job, Elizabeth and Olga.
And Fernando. Fernando.
How you doing, Mr. Carter?
Good.
Actually, it's been
You're actually finished? Yeah, let's move on to the back. Remember, there's a back page. There's a back page. Let's make sure. All right, in about 4 minutes, we'll start to, looks like most of you are moving on to the back page already. We'll take about 4 more minutes and then we'll quickly go over the answers together and we'll move on to our second mini lecture. Second mini lecture.
You get the back.
Oh my goodness. Stay focused, stay focused. Good. Go ahead, Kevin. Daniel, how you doing? Nice job, Elizabeth is almost done. Olga, help let me know. Yes, most of you are well onto the second page. You're listing your differences between plant and animal cells. This would be great review for when you guys take your CSTs in a few weeks. Remember, they're about, probably, I would say you're probably going to find about maybe anywhere between 5 to 8 questions on just cell organelles in general on the CSTs. So let's make sure we are getting these key points down. The last one, all you're doing on the last page is you're going to match words in the word box with the correct definition. So. Quiet. You guys are quiet. You what? No, we're almost done. We're almost done. I know you guys. Almost done.